All right. So, hey, Megan, how you
Okay.
doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I know you just get off from work. You work hard. You know what I mean? I know you in a hospital industry, in the medical industry. So you working, you're one of the first
Mm-hmm.
persons to be in contact with persons who dealing with what's going on in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, I
so,
am.
so me, right? I kind of skeptical about everything what's going on, right? And I know that are a lot of people like
Mm-hmm.
me who kind of skeptical, who trying to say, because I don't know how serious this virus really is. So
Mm-hmm.
then, instead of me just thinking what I thinking, tell me about it. Like you, someone who working in the front lines and people who working directly with it. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, before we get into that, tell me what you think it is, as in a virus, not um, from a medical prospect. Tell me what you think it is.
Well, I think that the coronavirus basically, I want to say it's a bad flu. That's really how I feel. I feel like it's a bad flu. Not saying that it's deadly. I think it's more contagious than the flu.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't know if
It
it's,
is. It is.
yeah, I know it's very more contagious. But to say like how we acting, shutting down the country, me not be able to go on the beach, I don't know. I feel very like I don't know if those measures. I think those measures are kind of extreme for the most part.
Okay, so it's a viral illness, which means um, it's supposed to be temporarily, in my view. It could be anything like a common cold, a flu. Um, so, I feel like we had something every year for the past couple years. Um, so it started off with, they had mad cow disease. Then the next year it was swine flu. Then it was I think swine flu was still the H1N1 flu. And then we had Ebola. And now this year, and then we had dengue fever, like a really bad, dengue fever. And
Yeah,
then this year we have, well, late last year into this year, we had SARS. That was another viral illness. And then this year we're dealing with COVID. Now, the only thing with COVID is it attacks your respiratory system, which is your lungs. Um, so persons and any viral illness will affect persons who have chronic illnesses on a daily basis, which is your high blood pressure, if you have asthma, if you have diabetes, something that you're dealing with that you battle on a daily basis for, that you take medications for, any viral illness can actually attack and affect those. So let's say diabetes affects your kidneys. So if you were to be exposed, you might have respiratory issues with kidney issues that can possibly cause you go into kidney failure. You see what
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah. So it's a
Um,
compound of the coronavirus with already going on issues with already going on with them.
right. So with the COVID, it actually we say bacteria. So it kind of mutates with your lungs. So it can cause pneumonia. So in most cases with pneumonia, persons don't feel it until it gets really, really bad.
Yeah,
Shortness of breath, feeling like somebody's sitting on your chest and you really can't inhale. So
yeah,
that's the problems that we've been having. Um, we also have healthy carriers, some people who don't have any symptoms, but because they were exposed to somebody who had it or have it, and they end up becoming positive. So you still have to do the quarantine time of making sure they don't have any symptoms that it's going to happen, because you might have a so I think about my son. My son has asthma, and
yeah,
that affects his respiratory system. So he in prison right now, basically.
yeah,
So I don't want him. Even I go in and out of the hospital. So when I come home, I remove what I have to remove, and we sanitize everything: doorknobs, my car wheel, everything. I try to open up with a piece of tissue, because you never know, these illnesses, especially with COVID, can survive on surfaces for a period of time, and you never know when you could pick it up, or you know that's just like
yeah.
any bacteria.
That's
um
true. That's true.
my issue my issue is that we're saying wash your hands and use sanitizers, but it defeats the purpose if you don't know how to do them correctly.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So
So
your person's them
I've
who
been
you were saying
telling,
who they
I,
could be dirty and go in the mud and then put some hot sanitizer on their hand and now they think they ain't get the COVID no more.
no, it's the way you use the stuff. Even when you're washing your hands, like honestly, how much of us go in the bathroom, don't wash our hands? If we wash our hands, maybe 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
honestly, you even just let the water touch your hand and be like, okay, on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you actually, um, I say I dumb it down. Um, like for my kid, he doesn't understand what's happening around him. So we go on YouTube, we watch different videos, like why is it important to wash your hands? Um, there was a little, I don't know if I sent the video to you guys, where there was an experiment where a preschool teacher put black pepper in the water, and she told her kid to put your hand in the water, and all of the black pepper went on his finger. So she told him to rub that same dirty finger in the soap and then put it back in the water. And the black pepper literally ran away from the finger at that point. So I just used that to say this is dirt and bacteria. And if you don't wash your hands properly, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. So how's work right now? Like with this app or this pandemic going on? Like how work changed from what it used to be to what it is now? Like you see any changes around the workplace in the medical field?
Yes. Everybody's senses are heightened because this is a virus that can be contagious, meaning if I just wipe my nose and touch you or cough or sneeze, like you don't even have to be 3 feet near me and you can get it.
Yeah,
So that's why social distancing is so important. I say we are a type of people that have to feel it before we can see it.
yeah,
And honestly, I feel like this. What if the government didn't tell us to social distance? We make a noise about staying home and having not being able to go out and drink and be our social selves.
yeah.
Literally all we could do, we want to sit home like waiting ducks. But what if the government didn't give that instruction? Like think about it on the other side. What if they didn't do that? And how
Well,
much
if
of
they
us would
didn't
be
say
infected? And
if they
how
didn't
much of
say
how much
like stay home, basically.
yeah, if they didn't stay home, we like blame the government for everything.
Yeah,
So what and I always look at the pros and cons of every situation. What if they didn't want us that it was here? You know what I mean? We might be just thinking
yeah.
we have some respiratory viruses going around, like a bad flu going around. What if they didn't take the step to tell us stay home, don't go out, let's put a curfew on? Think about it. If we did day to day, what we used to do day to day, think
Yeah,
about how much of us would be infected, how much of us would actually drop down like flies. Because you can
that's
look at
true.
one person and don't know that they have hypertension. They sitting down drinking a whole bottle of Stoli, infected. Next day, he dead. Like,
Yeah,
hey, what happened to Joe? You know?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you just look at the pros and cons. And our government is not perfect. And they are trying to wing it just as much as we can. And we are relying on them to say, what do we do next? But at the same time, we're saying, why we have to do that? you
That's
know?
true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So my thing
Mm-hmm.
is now, right? That's how because plain people like it's get on me hard. I talk about hard on Facebook with the things I spoke sometimes. So my thing is be what
Mm-hmm.
what you think we could do, like other than what the government doing, right? Because just like you say, the government doing their best, the best they could, basically
Mm-hmm.
on the things that they know and the resources they got, right? But what you think we could
Mm-hmm.
do, like you personally, what we could do better, like to say whether that be because like my thing is right, the hospital was done in a tragic state from before this thing happened, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
was telling persons I don't think the virus is deadly as our ill preparations deadly because it's like we just ill prepared for whatever it might have been coronavirus, but imagine this to come as a basically let's say a intestinal infection, right? And then it's give you diarrhea. We just don't have no space in the hospital for nothing, like for on a regular. So I was telling
Okay,
person, yeah,
so mhm.
no, you
You
go.
were telling persons what?
No, I was just telling
No,
people basically it's just like when a hurricane pass, it's like it ain't a hurricane with what is deadly as much as us not being
mhm.
prepared for the hurricane. Like we know these things
Yeah.
could come every year, so it's like we need to be more prepared, have more space in the hospital, pay the healthcare workers a little better. Because just the other day, they was on strike because they wasn't getting paid, but now look, we need them like you know what I mean, like crazy now, and we thanking God
Mhm.
that we have healthcare workers.
Who are seeing patients for free?
It's for
Nowhere
free.
in the world, nowhere, absolutely nowhere in the world, healthcare is free.
Yeah.
If you end up in the States or the UK and you have an emergency and don't have any insurance, they are going to send you a bill at the end of the day. And you're going to
Yeah,
have to figure out how you paying it.
yeah,
Us Bahamians, we just feel like the government should do everything. We have limited resources. And for the government to put these resources in place, who getting taxed for it? Us.
yeah,
So VAT can go up, all of this can go up. We say we got these millions of dollars donated from people around the world. Yes, we did. But millions of dollars was spent to accommodate the persons who needed it.
yeah. That's true.
We just have a trend of, I mean, my opinion is we have a trend of always having our hand in a cookie jar. And I just think we a bunch of crooks. We always trying to find a way to beat the system.
Yeah,
Use the resources for what it's needed to be. We have a lot of persons out here, they work in and half a bottle of sanitizer to work. Child, like taking this for what? You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. That's what that is the
Um,
mindset they got.
when I say prepare, what I try to tell persons is the whole world is on lockdown right now.
Hmm.
Um, they are being resourceful. We rely on other countries for us to function.
Yeah,
And they putting their foot on our necks because they only giving us bits and pieces of the bread, not the whole loaf, because this ain't just like hurricane come and go in 3 days. Catastrophe happens and people want to donate. They ain't gonna donate, and we can't rely on people because they in the same crisis we in. And who could
yeah,
Trump? Their people or us? So if the best thing we could do right now is stay home, chill, until we could get this thing sorted out. There's no cure for it. Nobody knows. So the thing they tell you is just keep clean. If you don't go nowhere, you don't have to worry about spending money on bleach, alcohol, hand sanitizer to wipe down everything. If you home, stay home.
yeah. So
You
what
know
you
what I
think
mean?
people could do at home? Like to say, like what could? Because like me,
Differently.
I home right now. I done kill Netflix like to the dogs. I, I,
You mean to
I, I,
entertain yourself?
I know you. Sorry,
I wouldn't say set a routine.
mhm.
I would say
But
set a routine. I would say educate yourself.
education, okay.
Find out what's going around. Yeah, like find out what's going around in the world. Like take a look at Italy. You know, there's over 600 people die a day.
Or they, yeah, that's
Like
true.
take a look at the pictures. Like take a look at what's happening around the world. Like
Yeah,
we only a dot on the map. You know,
true.
I would say, um, I would say, um, entertain yourself as in if you're a healthy person, go cook, find different ways this, and we have technology to stay connected. Like seriously, like I just learned about Zoom. Oh, way been on
Yeah,
my
me
life, right?
too. I
I
just
just
learned
learned
about
about
Zoom
Skype and
after this.
WhatsApp, but
Uh,
I'm serious, and I've seen like church members, co-workers, like 10, 20 people on one conversation, just making sure that they staying connected, what you doing, what's going on. You know what I mean? I think it would also, if you're a business person, kind of expand, think ahead. What can you do differently now than when this is all over?
yeah,
How, you know what I mean? Like just find things, try something new. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over because you can go out of your mind. Have
yeah,
conversations with people who you haven't hit up in a while. Hey, what's going on? You know,
yeah,
rekindle old relationships, read books. Knowledge is power. Um, you'll be surprised of, you know, like I challenge my son daily. When I come home, I need to know what did you do new today? Like what did you learn differently? Like what's going on? besides your school work? Like, what caught your attention on the internet today? You don't be GTA bad all day. No, you're not. And you need to know what's going on. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. And would see my thing is too, I said in person, I think that's extra bad for us because like we is rely many like most like 80% on our tourism. So that's the number one industry would get hit right now if you really think about it, is like entertainment and tourism industries. It's like that get hit the most. So it's like we feeling it three times probably as much as someone else feeling it. Because it's like
Sorry.
let's say like Jamaica, right? Yeah, Jamaicans rely a lot of tourism,
Hmm.
right? But then they still have like industries such as like
Hmm.
mining and farming and stuff like that. So not everybody feeling the pinch, like how everybody here basically feeling the pinch because we rely so much on tourism. So I just was suggesting to say like
You mean like
basically
if you self-employed in tourism, or if you working at
no
hotels and stuff? What
no
do you?
like
I,
because
my
all
opinion.
mhm.
Hmm. No, go ahead.
No, I was saying basically it's like even though like okay, you have Atlantis workers, Bahama workers, the people who work directly in tourism, like it is like that probably is like
Hmm.
60%, right? But then that's so large of our income to say like our money would float around that is contribute to every single other industry in the Bahamas, whether that be construction, whether that be and like I work at sports and in the mall, a shoe company, but you wouldn't believe like how much that affect our business just by the tourism industry really being shut down because you know what I mean, and entertainment on the whole. Because if you can't go to a party, you ain't buying no shoes to go to the club.
No gear. Hmm.
So it's like so much other businesses getting
Um.
attacked from this one little thing.
So I
So
know probably people gonna look at me weird for saying this, but
yeah,
honestly, tourism, yes, we are the bomb with tourism,
yeah,
but we are also brilliant people, but we are also stupid people.
yeah, that's true, but we stupid,
Like,
but
if
you could say
you
if you
make
don't want to say it,
if you
I
make
can say it. We
$300,
stupid.
listen, if I was working in the hotel industry, tourism, and my base pay is what, 275, $300, but I make thousands of dollars in tips, what, weekly or bi-weekly, um I would save my base pay and live off my tips. You
Yeah,
always have to save for a rainy day, but we don't do that because we live paycheck to paycheck. And then we run and say, oh, the government ain't helping us. Did you help the government when you were making over $2,000 a week?
that's true.
No.
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, um, and they making provisions, yes, Atlanta send the people home because they ain't making the money. But you also have NIB. They were paying NIB. So NIB paying you the majority of the contribution of your pay, and Atlantis is required, or not Atlantis, the hotels are required to pay the balance, so 1/3, I guess it is. Um, and then we turn around and the government is saying, um, they want to waive or to have the banks waive the fee. Don't waive no fee for me. Because what people aren't educated on is that at the end of 3 months or the end of 4 months, how much ever time it is, you have to pay the interest for those fees that you miss with your regular payment.
yeah,
So which means your end date is going to change for paying off that loan or that mortgage, or your interest rates is going to go up. When are you ever going to get out of debt of paying these fees? Because we just want to say, oh, that get waived today. No, there's penalties for that. Um, Even like when I thought about the Dorian victims, like they waived 6 months. No, I was gonna hustle up and find some way to make those payments because now the 6 months almost there, and there's to pay $500 your monthly fee and have over $1,000 in interest fees. Where you can
yeah.
find $1,500 to pay for that 1 month? You know what I
That's
mean?
true. That's true. When you really think
Um,
about it.
think about it, like, and then um, if NIB and stuff is giving you your money to help you pay your bills, pay your bills, not spend it on food and rum and stuff to socialize with. Like, if that's your vice, cut it down. I ain't saying stop it. If you used to buy 3 bears, buy a bear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you could still have a little bit of something and still make your payments. Say, oh, the government helped me and oh, anybody helped me and this and that, this and that. But you got the money. What did you do with the money?
Yeah,
What
that's what
did
I'm
you do
trying
with
to
it?
do. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
So,
Like right now, I'm
um,
basically trying to clear out all my bills. Like if like, cause
yeah,
we still don't know if how our work paying us. For the most part, our work being good us and paying us full salary, but you don't know how
mm-hmm.
long that could last. You know what I mean? You don't know how long a
You
company
don't
could.
know because
Yeah,
most businesses have a catastrophe budget, but the budget isn't meant to last for months on end. It's
yeah,
probably to cover a couple of weeks. Now, when that
yeah,
catastrophe budget is already gone, what do you do then?
yeah,
So I always say, like I tell my husband, I'm fine with let me take all my payments what I do this month out, and if I left with $50, I good, bro.
yeah. That's like
Like
right now.
we can eat this tuna, we can steam some tuna, we can eat this white rice. I ain't trying to buy all kind of salmon and shrimp and living my best life. No, we resourceful.
Yeah, that's true.
y'all want corned beef tonight? You what y'all want? Fire engine? Like
Yeah,
you ain't coming home to eat no steak and eggs.
no,
This
not
ain't the
right
time
now.
for that.
No. No, that's what a lot of people need to hear.
And
A lot of people need to hear. Like it ain't no time for. I see one of my boys. He eating sushi and different things like that. I'd be like, you eating sushi? I'd be like, where you used to work? I'd be like, you used to work downtown, but now you still eating sushi. You still living it up. And I'd be like that look
I
good for
wish
Facebook and that look good for the WhatsApp status and things like that. But when you really think about it, next 2 weeks, I sure you're gonna be in my chat asking me and stuff like that. You're gonna be like, hey man, you get one little $20 or one little $30. I'd be like, but you being partying, you being living it up
mm-mm,
during the time when you're supposed to be in holding it
mm-mm.
down, saving and stuff like that. So that's just my little advice to
Exactly.
people.
Exactly. We can eat gourmet noodles till we can't eat gourmet noodles no more.
Mhm.
So
That's real. I
and
think too much.
I okay with that.
Yeah, too much time. I think we live for the gram and live for Facebook and things like that, and always make your life look luxurious and glamorous. And that's it. I tell people it's like plenty of people don't got it. They make it look like they got it, but they don't got it. So I tell people like at the end of the day, you still gotta stop pretending and be real. You know what I mean? Cut back where you could cut back. If you get bills to pay your bills,
Mm-hmm.
and because then at the same time, just like you say, them bills gonna come. Them interest collecting. It ain't like them banks ain't gonna lose up on their money. They coming for your house. They coming for your car. Whatever you owe them, they coming for that. You see what I'm saying?
Do you know
So
how much people out here waiting for persons' houses to be repossessed,
yeah,
properties to be taken away, people
yeah,
waiting to just eat up and buy up these things?
yeah. They gotta be careful.
Let me tell you
That's how the
something.
Chinese is make a lot of money.
Oh, that's what they're doing now. So my
Yeah,
thing is, be resourceful. Like, don't come off like you grow up eating steak and seafood all day. You know
yeah.
you grow up on grass, right? So
Real,
no,
real,
like seriously,
real.
what?
You know, we grew up,
We
man.
used to eat the good meat
We.
on Sundays only.
I tell
Like
you, you
Sunday,
know,
you pick out this,
we
oh,
used to
that's the
make it.
good day. But every
Yeah,
other day,
yeah, boy.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like I tell my husband, like, bro, we have two vehicles. For the past 14 years, we've been using one vehicle.
Smart. That's what we been doing.
Both of us have to be to work. We have to go to work. I have to be to work for 10 o'clock. I'm on the road with him at 7:30. If I have
Yeah,
to sit in my parking lot at work until time, we being resourceful. You can't be up and down two vehicles putting gas in the car because if his paycheck stop and my paycheck stop and we got to start living off savings,
yeah,
then what?
yeah. That's
And
true.
how long is this gonna last?
Yeah,
And
people
I
ain't
ain't
looking at that.
buying. When I what?
Yeah,
When I go to the food store, I ain't buying nothing unnecessary. My
yeah.
son, like I say, live off noodles. I tell him, I say, you want 2 or 3 cases of different flavor, what you want?
We-
Because I ain't going back to the store for another 2 weeks, what you could
yeah.
do.
I think people for plenty of people there's still a vacation for right now, cause you know plenty of people just get a little two
It
weeks
ain't get
pay.
real yet.
No, it ain't get real for plenty of people yet. I tell people that both they still get worse. If you stay in a country, it ain't gonna open up till the end of this month, or even you don't know, it might not even open up till like June. So even if we open up on our side, that don't mean the planes coming in. That don't mean the ships coming in. If we open up on our side and we get this under control, that don't mean the rest of the world get this under control. So basically, we up in the air.
No.
Yeah, basically we up in the air trying to
How
figure
much
out
people
what's
you
gonna happen.
think is going to travel right away when this get lift?
Not much at
Not a
all.
lot of
Yeah,
people.
just gonna be like
Because
a
everybody
after
is
a
going to be
hurricane, dry.
afraid.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
People are
man.
gonna be pinching and pinching, and I mean, I would hate to have to go and call y'all and be like, "Can I borrow a couple of dollars? Cause
But
I
don't feel away,
need
because
some
trust
food."
me, if I need
Like,
your money, I call you, but I can say, Megan.
no, that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem. But my thing is, like, be resourceful. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if you, my biggest thing that, oh, sorry. Oh, what just happened?
No,
Oh, okay.
you can. Yeah.
Like, just be resourceful. Like, don't call me for no money. If I see you be posting all kind of sushi, I could be like, oh, that sushi was good. Eh?
Yeah,
You
really.
better go make some sushi or the old fried rice and tuna fish. Like,
Real, boy.
really?
I tell you. But that's a good idea. I might do that, but how you
Mm-mm.
say that? I think I might make some rice and tuna fish and see if
I tell
that
you,
could taste like sushi.
you know, we like experiment with
I
food.
I
We
tell
done
you, boy.
been doing all kind of foolishness. My go-to is I eat breakfast for every day of the meal, every meal of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I can cook grits and throw some eggs on that, throw some
Real.
tuna. Or my son like pancakes. So if
Uh-huh.
I fry a bunch of pancakes in the morning, he eat that throughout the day. He eat that
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
Nah,
Cereal,
we
oh
must eat
Lord.
family, boy, because I ain't gonna lie. I tell you, all I could do is make breakfast. I can eat breakfast every day, all day. I tell
Listen, and my boys aren't soup fans. So like only me will be eating the canned soup. They look at me like, we'll go make some noodles.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I can eat whatever. And whatever in that fridge. I mean, the only thing I really don't eat, I don't eat corned beef. I don't know why I don't eat corned beef. I just hate how that stuff tastes. Other than corned beef, I can eat anything. And I'll eat corned beef and get rough now. Trust me, if it only is corned beef in that fridge,
You stay
or
right
that,
there. You
yeah,
eat that gonna be.
if it's rough, I be hungry before. I tell people, I say, they never really be hungry. I be hungry. I tell you, if that's the only thing to eat, and you see me eat all day, trust me, boy, I can get mashed down, hold my nose, and I can eat that.
Listen, my husband doesn't eat red meat. So
Uh,
I get all kind of canned fish and
so
ham,
Ron don't eat red meat?
turkey. No, he doesn't. So
Why? For him to be so big at
my
that much,
son,
I thought
my
he.
son is a vacuum. Whatever you put, that's bail.
Oh, that's big.
That's like geese from the back.
Boy, what to say?
No, but he's very particular what he eats. He doesn't
Okay.
eat from anywhere, and everything he eats is home cooked. So
Well, he could
basically,
cook. If any,
turkey,
I give
chicken,
one little shout out to you
fish.
right
Yeah.
now. If anybody want the best jerk,
Eh.
check out it's D Grill, right? That's what
Big
it's
D's grill.
Big D's Grill. Y'all check out
Mm-hmm.
Big D's Grill on
Mm-hmm.
Saturdays. That days be the best. Days be right off of most time. Y'all be say where y'all be.
Nassau Paper Company on Saturdays until we finish our location. We building up a little something on Soldier Road, but we at Nassau Paper Company Saturdays from 12 till 7. And I challenge you. Come taste the best jerk ever. If you don't like it, I give you your money back.
I can vouch for that. That jerk off. Wait, right now you talking about that way. But if yours open, wait, I can like I want that so bad and I just talking about that. I can taste that. That's how I tell you that's the best succulent, juiciest. I talking about I don't know where that don't taste like the regular meat from DFS. They taste like that it's going to farm and cut up that pork. I telling you, wait, that tastes
Oh
so good. That tastes
goodness.
off the chin, but that tastes
It's
like
his
chicken.
passion, I must say.
Yeah, boy,
I don't
that's the
know what
best jerk sauce I ever taste.
passion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that tastes very good. No lie, no lie. I ain't just picking it up because I telling y'all, get that jerk. Try it. Just like she say, try it. If you don't like it, your money back. That's how good that tastes. I bet
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet on that. Yeah, man. But that's the only thing I don't I afraid with this whole thing. It like killing people hustle, man. That's I hope when things pick back up, like
Yes.
everybody hustle pick back up real quick. Cause like when you are not moving and you are not grooving every Saturday, you getting out there, you doing what you need to do, but not like everything switch up 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But guess what? To be a good entrepreneur, it's to think now, how is this period affecting your business, your hustle? How is it
Yeah.
affecting it? You're not making any money. What can you do to hypen it up or make it better when everything opens back up? You were good on the market prior. You had a bad spot in the market when because of this, everything is going down. Like everything. everything you think about on a daily basis, insurance, gas, people losing money.
Yeah.
So the only persons who making money is Rupert Roberts,
Boy, he killing
Office
it
Super
right now, boy.
Value, or these
That boy
convenience
killing
stores.
it, boy.
Because one thing we like is our deli, so we can make sure to
Telling
buy
you,
our
boy.
food. But
But if Rupert
you know what I'm
Roberts
saying?
didn't make more money, like in the past 3 weeks, than he make all year, but it crazy at them food store. People them who usually go to food store for one card and egg.
Yeah.
These niggas picking up $200,
I've
$300 in grocery. They crazy, but
I tell you, a lady, I shop at one location, and this lady panic bought food. She bought 4 carts full of food, and I'm like, miss,
what 4
you
cards
going
for the
down in
food?
the bunker or something?
I telling you, wow.
4 carts full of food,
Huh. He
and
getting prepared.
I'm like, wow, like,
Yeah, that's some real panic, man.
I mean, people are panicking. Like for me, if I had more than one kid, I think I would panic too, because the mouth you have to feed. Like I think about my cousins, them, like it's like, bro, I always say, if you need something, hit me up.
Yeah.
Like, because I can't imagine being in a house with 3, 4 kids. You gotta, each one of them have different school stuff to work on. You have your family to work on. You gotta keep the house clean, because they know they like tornadoes in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy.
So and it ain't easy being home, because well, I tell my son, the same belly you have in school, you have home. You eat once a day.
Hey guys, so we had a little interruption to the end of the video, but you know what I mean, how you like it. If you like it, comment below, like, subscribe. We're gonna have a lot more videos like that one with interviews and things going on. So y'all like, subscribe, y'all tell me what you think, tell me what I should improve, take away, put in, you know what I mean? This is an experience, so tell me how you like it. Hit me up. Island Life, baby.